morning, viewers. See you again with me, Aulia Sandi, on the news of the week, who will provide some information about several areas in Wonogiri during this week. The first news comes from Sidoarjo sub-district. Sidoarjo Wonogiri market conditions are very worrying because visitors are not aware of health protocols, even though PPKM Volume 2 has been implemented. Wednesday, 27 January 2021, the current condition of the Sidoarjo market is very concerning due to the PPKM Volume 2. Even so, the residents still do not comply with the prevailing health protocols, such as wearing masks, keeping distance, and washing hands using soap. The market has provided facilities and applies to wash hands. However, there are still many residents who are negligent and ignore these rules. The market here opens at 3 a.m. and closes at 3 p.m. Western Indonesian times. Real shops such as supermarket open around 7 a.m. and close around 10 p.m. West Indonesian time. Jika SKANJA coverage reports. Still in the sub-district of Sidoarjo, Kitagawa Pesona Bali is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Wonogiri. And there are also many visitors, of course, but now it is different from the implementation of PPKM. Visitors have to manage 100 people to harvest. Kitagawa Pesona Bali Park Sidoarjo Wonogiri is a tourist spot in Kayoloka Village, Sidoarjo Sub-District, Wonogiri District, Central Java, which was officially opened on 27 December 2019, which was inaugurated directly by Mr. Suparno as the owner of the tour. The tourist spot offers the scenery that makes us feel like we are in Bali. This tour has a unique characteristic with a Balinese feel. On this tour, there are many things you can enjoy, from relaxing to enjoying a comfortable atmosphere, culinary tours to photo hunting. But due to the COVID-19 virus pandemic, this place, which is usually crowded with visitors, is now deserted. Based on the region, Kitagawa circular letter temporarily closed from 4 to 25 January 2021 due to PPKM. When this tour is open, visitors are limited to 100 people per 2 hours to enjoy the tourist spot. For the ticket price is 3,000 rupees for children and 5,000 rupees for adults. I am Kista, SKANJA coverage report. Tourist attractions that are empty of visitors. Not only can you feel at the Kitagawa Pesona Bali Sidoarjo tourist spot, but the Tirta Sari swimming pool in Ngangguk Village, Jatisrono sub-district. Swimming pool at Ngangguk Tirto Lestari, Jatisrono sub-district, very quiet visitor. The swimming pool was closed due to a recommendation from the government since the corona pandemic as at this time. And pool owners are afraid of the rules that apply. The place is still open, it's just that the shop is open. The buyers are only residents around the swimming pool. It's very unfortunate. The place that is usually used for swimming sport must be closed. Outside of the swimming pool looks beautiful and calm without any visitor. Since the swimming pool was closed, the owner of the swimming pool was really felt the impact. One of which is the income, which is of course reduced due to this pandemic. Therefore, let us always comply with health protocols and also the government appeal in an orderly manner. With this, hopefully, this pandemic will quickly pass. Amanda SKANJA coverage reports. Market visitors partly complain because the route is pathless, which results in discomfort from market visitors. The route in the central market in Jatisrono sub-district has been damaged quite badly. Until now, this route has not been repaired, even though this route isn't a public facility, which is often passed by traders and the community. Only in a few places that have been repaired, namely the northern entrance, road conditions were badly damaged. The repair of the route came from the initiative of the trader who traded in the market. Many puddles filled with water along the market entrance area. That's the condition of the damaged route in the central market area of Jatisrona sub-district, which could endanger market visitors if they are not careful driving. This route has not been touched by the local government for several years, even though this route often used. This route can be damaged due to old asphalt condition and is often passed by ordinary vehicles or vehicles carrying heavy load. The entrance to this northern market was recently repaired a few days ago at the expense of traders at the Jatisrona market. TNI Manunggal builds a village, or what is often called TMMT, which will be held in the village of Brenggolo, Jatiroto district, is currently preparing for the TMMT village operates and is often are very enthusiastic about this activity. In the continued active development of the MMD in the village of Brenggolo, Jatiroto sub-district, on Monday, January 25, 2021, the management of the Brenggolo village and the people of Kemawang Hamlet are currently helping to shorten the development time by the TNI by building culverts and waterways. This is done so development can be completed according to target. The TNI Manunggal Building Village Program, or TMMD, regular 110 years 2021 Wonogiri Kodim, will be implemented in Kemawang Hamlet, Brenggolo Village, Jatiroto Sub-District, Wonogiri Regency, which are located in hamlets directly adjacent to East Java Province, namely Tempel Hamlet, Village Pakis, Sub-District Nawangan, Pacitan. With the TMMD program, Dandim hopes that it will facilitate and expedite access to transportation in order to improve the welfare of the community, as well as increase the acceleration of regional development and create unity between the TNI and the people. We are moving to the Slogoimo sub-district in the village of Bulusari sub-district. Slogoimo, which is currently working on the construction of the culvert. The construction of the culvert aims to expedite the airways and the air system does not overflow into the siege. In Bulusari village, Slogoimo sub-district currently carrying out the construction of a culvert. In the rainy season like this time, construction of this culvert aims to smooth the water if it rains. Not only that, the development is carried out as an effort so that the water does not overflow the street. In addition to the construction of a culvert, roadside there is also a casting process, which aims to expand road access and also as access to facilitate pedestrians passing on the route. This development has been going on approximately 5 days. Local residents participated in carrying out this development. They are very excited to help each other in the development process by working together, so that this development can be completed quickly. Rima reports. Construction of place of worship in Jati Hamlet, Made Village, Slogoimo sub-district, because the number of mosques in Made area is insufficient. This has resulted in congregation in other village mosques. In Jati Hamlet, Made Village, Slogoimo sub-district, currently building a mosque. The construction was carried out because in that environment there was no mosque worship place. The local community usually perform their prayer at the mosque in a neighboring village, which is quite far away. The construction of this mosque has been going on for 4 days. The construction of this mosque was carried out in mutual cooperation by the community. The cost of building this mosque was obtained from raising funds from the local community. Rimanovika SKANJA Coverage report. The jumping was done in Banjaran village, Tempur Sari
hamlet, which is currently carrying out mosque renovation because the mosque building is no longer started.
The Al-Amin Mosque, which is located in Banjaran Village, Tembursari Hamlet, Sidoarjo Sub-District, is carried out a total renovation due to the old mosque building and the fragile roof of the mosque, which can endanger the congregation. So the renovation of the Al-Amin Mosque was held. The renovation has been going on for 6 months, that is from August until now. The renovation of the Al-Amin Mosque has been able to run due to fundraising from the government. Further mosque renovation process is assisted by residents around the Al-Amin Mosque. Because the current situation is currently in PSBB and the COVID-19 pandemic is increasingly spreading, the renovation process it is still running while adhering to the health protocol. The renovation of the Al-Amin Mosque has reached 60%.
Batako is one of the ingredients that must be in the house. Brick making is indeed very easy, like the one in Bola Arjo, Gunung Sari, Jatisrono.
Batako is a solid brick made from a mixture of several materials, such as cement, lime, grass, and sand. The term concrete is often known as a concrete. No wonder brickwork is often confused with concrete bricks. At a glance, it is similar to paving block, which is used for floor or root materials. As found in the Bola Arjo RT1 and RT3 Gunung Sari Jatisrono Sub-District, is one of the brick making places which has only been established for 5 months. The tools and material used in making brick are cement, sand, mold by way of manufacture, namely a mixture of cement and sand, add enough water, then stir until evenly distributed, that is the last input into the mold of the molds, wait for it to dry. The brick has 2 types, namely the brick with a hole, the price of 3,500 rupees, and the brick without a hole, the price of 2,500 rupees with an income of 2,500,000 rupees per month, said Mr. Heru Setiawan as the owner of the brick. I am Firdalia Mika, reports.
Tempe, familiar to us Indonesia citizen, like Mrs. Wagiem, who has been selling tempe for 5 years.
In Bula Village, Jatipurna Sub-District, there is a resident who produces soybeans tempe. Says Wagiem mother, who has been producing for about 5 years. He chose a job as a tempe seller because the capital needed was not too much and the ingredients were easy to get. The only ingredients needed were soybeans, ladu, and yeast. The ingredients are indeed only a little, but the time needed to produce soybeans is quite long, from starting to soak the soybean first, then giving it fresh, and then boiling the boiled soybeans soaked again. After going through the boiling process, continue the fermentation process for a day and night. The soybean tempeh also has a fairly cheap market price among the public. And of course, this soybean tempeh has enough protein for public consumption.
Kalyanom Village, Jatipurna Sub-District, there is a production onion pasah. Not only that, Mr. Maman and Mrs. Lia also produce other tools such as telenan and cracker cutters.
In the village of Kalyanom, to be precise in sub-district of Jatipurno, there is one of the residents named Mr. Maman and Mrs. Lia. Not only does he produce salad pasta for sale, but also produce multi-purpose slicer, cutting board, cracker cutters, as well as flour rack made of wood. He chose the business, namely the production of goods made from wood, because of the business it can advance his family economy. This business was founded 1 year ago with the first capital when opening the business of 8 million rupees. When the business was found, He worked with the first 2 employees. Because the business was growing rapidly, the number of employees was added to 6 employees working. Employee salaries also depend on work, around 60,000 up to 100,000 rupees per day. This is all I can convey. I am Jacinta SKANJA Coverage Report.
Porang plants requires must be foreign, hello word porang. But some people are also called iles. Curious about what iles is like, here is the information for you.
Does anyone know about this one plant? Yes, the porang plant, or what is often called iles. Porang is a plant that is tolerant of up to 60% shade. Porang can grow on any type of soil at an altitude of 0 to 700 meters above sea level. In fact, the nature of this plant can allow cultivation on forest land under the shades of other plants than. For seed, it is usually used from cut stems and tubers that already have growing point or directly planted rocks. Iles or porang is a plant that produces edible tubers. Porang is a member of the Amorphophilus clan. Because it is related to and is similar in appearance and benefits to suwak and walur. Iles is often confused with these two plants. This plant can be found in several areas in Wonogiri, one of which is in Watusama village, Logoi Sub-district. This porang plant is harvested every 4 months. Although this plant is a type of tubers, but it is not good to eat. This plant is used as raw material for flour, cosmetic, and also water purification. Besides that, it can be used for making glue. This porang plant is also traded at a price which is quite cheap, which is 2,500 per 4 kilogram. Porang tubers contain a lot of glucomannan in the form of flour. Glucomannan is a natural fiber that dissolves in water and is commonly used as a food additive, namely as an emulsifier and thickener. Can even be used as an ingredient in making environmentally friendly glue and for making airplane components.
The information as well as the closing of our meeting in the news this week. I am Aulia Sandi and the news on Dati have resigned, and see you.